Hey, Shalom, Sister Kate here on our journey. And I wanted to talk to you about the horrible highway and how you can't always trust your GPS. So we put our next destination in our GPSs. Actually, PJ put it in his because he's the driver, and so we're using his to do most of the navigation. And it sort of retraced our steps. And then about, I don't know, a third of the way in our day's journey, it said, take this other highway, head in a different direction. And we both kind of scratched our heads. And we're like, but that's not how you brought us up here. And the GPS said it was like an hour faster to our next destination. And we're like, well, mumble.
It's headed east, and we are still headed east.
Like, I don't know. That's a dude. And so we decided, all right, we'll just follow the GPS. So we get on this road, and it's not a road we remember driving on before, although we may have. And we're trying to, oh, look, we're in a new place. We're looking at new stuff.
That's interesting.
This is interesting.
Custer's last day.
Yeah. Rolling hills. I'm always complaining because it's like, where are the buffalo? Where are the deer? Where are the
You
woodchucks?
could show them the picture.
I did.
You
already panned part of it. I mean, it's a pretty area. And, pronghorn antelope. Wouldn't it be cool if we could see a whole herd of pronghorn antelope? And we're drinking like we always do,
We're heavy drinkers.
Yeah. He's having caffeine, I'm having water and like juice and whatever. And pretty soon, we have to use the restroom. And we're driving. And pretty soon we really need to use the restroom. And so we come upon a little town, and there's a building on the right. And
We're in a res.
Okay, you're in a res, and this building appears to be open, and there's a few cars stopped in front and somebody walking inside of it. So we're like, okay, cool, relief. We'll go in, we'll use the restroom. We get out of the car, we walk up there, we all go inside, and it's like a mini mall. And there is one business open. It's like a printer shop. And the people we come in with are two older ladies, and they head for the restroom. And
They're Indians.
Yeah, natives. And they checked the door, and they turned around and looked at us and said, yeah, it's locked. And my husband's like, okay. And so we're like, all right, we better turn around and keep going, because we're obviously not getting no joy here. And we get back.
The sign said, get a key from one of the shops. Well, bathroom for customer only, get a key from one of the shop owners. So the only thing open was a copier, so.
Yeah, he didn't feel like it would be right to go in there and not buy something and ask for the key and whatever. So then we get in the vehicle and we drive through the rest of this little town. Don't see any more opportunities. And the next thing on the map is 20 miles away. So we drive 20 more miles, and we're, teeth floating and trying to keep our minds.
The speed limit was low, like 35 in some places.
Well, not only that, they had a construction area. So you get the what do they call it? The spotter car or whatever?
Guide car, lead car.
Yeah, the guide car, and you have to stop, and you have to wait for the other traffic to go through, and then you have to follow the guide car, and he's going like 30 miles an hour for over a mile, and you're switching lanes and whatever, and meanwhile we're like, no, I would stop, I would go in the woods here, except that after my bear encounter earlier, I don't want to actually attempt that, just in case there's a bear out there. And so we drive, and we finally get to the next town, and we see a gas station. We're like, okay, we know that's a gas station. That's a gas station, the sign's there, the price of the stuff. We go in there, and the other people around us were also waiting and thinking the same thing. So there was a little bit of a line there that we waited in. And then he and I, and they were unisex bathrooms, so he and I went in one as soon as it opened, so we could both go. And then the other one, like, we're not occupying both. And so when we come out, I tell the clerk, as I'm checking out, I say, you know you're the only bathroom in like 20 miles. He goes, yeah.
It was more than 20 miles. It was like an hour and a half.
He says, yeah, people tell us that all the time. And I said, well, I'm very grateful. As soon as we saw your sign, we were very happy to pull in. And I said, and you're getting all the business. Like every single person is stopping at your store. And he laughed again and he said, are you going this way or that way? And I said, yeah, we're continuing on. And he said, I've heard that way's even worse. So needless to say, even though I bought us something to drink, I told PJ, like, we probably shouldn't drink hardly anything because it's 44 miles to the next town. And we're making that mental note.
I don't think it's a town. It's 44 miles to the next turn. Which
In
is
10
from,
miles, turn right onto South Park
Okay,
Avenue.
the next
Yeah.
turn. But usually at intersections of, significant roads, there are also amenities, including gas. But I'm making the mental note, like, never drive on this highway again because it's just not as comfort oriented as this spoiled American is used to. All right. Thanks for listening, y'all. Bless you. Shalom.